What's going on, tribe? In today's video, we're going to talk about persistence. And in particular, persistence whenever you're not feeling like being persistent, because that's ultimately whenever it counts. So I have my little notes here on my notes app, and I broke this video down into 3 separate parts in ranking from what I think will be least to most important, but every aspect of it is, of course, important. So the first aspect of it is when, the second is how, and the third is why. So when to be persistent, how to be persistent, and why to be persistent. The first one being when. And the simple answer is always. Always be persistent. And I know I preach about it a lot on this channel, but it's so true. I mean, I've had a big battle with consistency, and I've had a beef with it here on this channel for a while. But by maintaining persistence, consistency will follow. By continuing to push, continuing to work, you don't work for that consistency. The consistency is the product of you being persistent and continuing to push, despite whatever else is going on. So life is busy, and that's even more of a reason to push yourself and to keep working on what matters. Because as we all know, 1,000,001 things come up here and there that stop you from doing the few things that you need to do. But without those few things, you can't live the life that you want to or like to live. How? Part 2. How to be persistent. I love the quote, "The work needs doing." This is something that I repeat to myself probably on a daily basis, or at least on a 4 to 5 day a week basis. But I heard the quote from Alex Hormozy. Who knows where it came from? Probably Churchill, as with many other quotes as they get referenced back to him. But the work needs doing pretty much sums up how. Regardless of how you feel, your motivation, how tired you are, regardless, the work needs doing. So do it. And I'm making this video today in particular because this is how I feel. Not feeling the most motivated today. As I said from the last video, from the past week, you know, we have our ups and our downs, and we're on a little down on our way back up. You know, I think we hit our little peak within the last few days, and luckily I had a really good weekend and enjoyed myself, which put me a little behind schedule on here, but definitely did help my overall life mood and give me some more energy and oomph to want to come in this week and attack everything that I need to do even harder. But the work needs doing, and regardless of feeling as bad as I have been, doesn't matter. The things that need to get done. So I come back today, I work hard, and I continue to push on the levers that need to be moved and the ones that make the most progress in my life. And thirdly, and probably most importantly, why. If there is no why, then there is no need for a how and no time for a when. You must have a reason to be persistent. This is what you will remind yourself of when times are hard, and this is what you will rejoice about whenever you have those little wins. You have to have the why. It is the motivation that pushes you to keep going. This will give you the power to keep going when everything else feels like it's fighting against you. Find your why, and you will be persistent. And that ultimately is what keeps me pushing every single day. And to end off my little bottom of my notes here, it says my why, and my why is simply to live the best life that I can imagine. And without the why, there is no how, because what's the point? Why do you need to know how to do it if there's no reason to? And the when, there's no need to ever do it if there's not a point to doing it. So have a purpose, have a point, have a reason, have a why as to why you're working towards something. And for me, it's been very easy to stay persistent on life as a whole, not so much in particular things as, you know, I speak of my struggles with consistency when it comes to multiple aspects of life. But the reason why I continue to push every single day is this fire that I've talked about that's inside me. And I've talked about it a few times on this channel, but every day I wake up and I feel this fire in my chest. It's like, it's not heartburn either. I do have that too. But it's a spiritual feeling, almost like a compelling urge to do, to succeed, to win, and to improve. And I try to apply that fire everywhere in my life that I can every single day. And it's proven to be incredibly beneficial in every endeavor I've ever put that effort and motivation towards. And it's what ultimately drives me every single day, even in times like right now where I'm uncertain of exactly what I'm doing or the direction I want to go or what path I want to take in the future. And literally, God knows what the future holds. We have no idea. And I think the last few years has definitely proven to a lot of people that a lot can change very fast, and that all those plans and step-by-steps and 5-year and 10-year projections can be thrown away by, a sickness, a cold. So no one really knows what the future holds, and especially me in particular, which I don't believe in special in that, but I definitely don't. So keep working on what I can, and with as much due diligence and critical thinking and time spent truly dissecting what I want for myself and how I can provide value to others in my life to put me in a position to live the most fulfilling life I possibly can is enough reason, and then some, to continue to push and continue to work and continue to try to be my best version of myself and try to succeed at every endeavor that I work at. Because without that fire inside, you're just getting up and doing. And I don't like to feel like a robot, which is another reason why the day-to-day traditional work job style has never been compelling to me, to go and do the same set amount of tasks day in and day out with no real progression at the end. Now, of course, I'm not projecting to everyone, but for my own self and my own sake, I want to work towards something greater. I want to work towards something that's my own, and I want to win. That's it. I want to win, and I want to live the best life I can. And win doesn't mean win over other people, but win this game of life. And once again, no one really knows how to do that, but we have some indicators like, that was a bird. We have some indicators like doing well financially, doing well healthily with your body, doing well spiritually, doing well in your relationships. Like, there are metrics in which you can measure it. So I challenge you to stay persistent, continue working on what matters, and just stay strong and continue to crush it. And I love each and every single one of you. Thank you all for always making it to these videos, and I look forward to the next one. I'll see you soon, and peace.